Hey guys, wanted to go ahead and just do a overview of the XUE Tao gaming IEM and to go from there. Before I go on further, I bought this with my own money, and the reason I bought it was I just thought it looked really cool, like in terms of design, like that just looks really futuristic and really cool. And I just wanted to know, how does it actually sound? So before I go on further, I'm going to put the notes on the screen. Please note that whatever is on the notes is not in this video. It's just to complement the video, to save you time and save me time and make the video short. Okay, so what is this and what do I think it is? Well, if I'm going to explain this very simply in one sentence, this is the Swan NV retuned, where basically the highs have just been dipped down, and that's it. And that's exactly what it is. It's the Swan NV dip down, and that's what it is. Okay, now let's talk about some things I think you should know and go from there, because I know that doesn't make sense for you if you don't know what the Swan NV is. Female vocals sound great on this. Like basically they don't sound thin, they don't sound synthetic, they don't sound pitched up or pitched down. It sounds great. Male vocals sound good. It's not thin, it's not pitched up, it's not pitched down, it's not synthetic. It's done really well. The bass here is Beats by Dre thumpy bass. Like it's like, oh shit. The soundstage on this is not good. Well, that's exactly what happened with the Swan NV. And that's exactly what happened. I was like, wait a second. That soundstage is familiar. It was like, I remember that about the Swan NV. The Swan NV has really good vocals. It has really good bass, but the soundstage isn't that great. You know, I can just tell. And I'm like, this has the similar soundstage to that. And then when I actually looked at the graphs, they look almost the same. The only difference is like they dip down the highs on the Swan NV. It is no mistake that this is a retune. It is, because when you look at the graphs, it's like, here's the graph, and then the other one's like, whoop. Okay, that being said, I'm going to talk about some things you should know that are important. And okay, so first thing that's important, okay? When you look in the box, you're going to see that you're going to get Tang Senkai ear tips. These ear tips are dope, okay? These are balanced bore Tang Senkai ear tips. The green, the blue, the yellow. However, as great as these ear tips are, do not use these on this. This is more for something like Truthy or Pure, where you want to just brighten it up a bit, or, you know, something that's kind of a little bit darker or warmer and you want to kind of add a little bit of, a little bit of brightness to it. That's when you use these. You don't use these I wouldn't use it for this. In fact, for this, use the black ones that come with it. Okay? I know it's sounded subjective, but I'm pretty sure that on most people, this will brighten the sound, and more than not. Okay? So, I would go with the black ones. Okay? And go from there. Okay. The other thing I want to say is, so it comes with this cable here, and the cable has this three-pronged sort of action going on here. And I don't know what it is, but when I would just wear this, you know, it kind of hurts my ear. So what I found was I just ditched the cable altogether, and I just used my own cable, and it was much more comfortable. But when you use this cable, it's not comfortable. The other thing I want to say is that it comes with a microphone, and I've listened to the audio on other people. It sounded like shit. So I would... You know, I'm a microphone guy, so like I'm very picky when it comes to audio, and this is just shitty audio. Okay, so we cleared that up. Now let's go ahead and talk about the sound signature of this IEM, and then we'll talk about different things that are kind of important. Okay, so rather than me saying neutral and bright and warm and dark, I'm gonna make it so you cannot disagree. Okay, this is column 1 is bright. And then column 2 gets a little bit warmer than column 2. And then column 3 definitely is warmer than column 2 and column 1. Okay? So we may not agree on what's neutral, but fucking you will agree that column 3 is warmer than column 1. And column 2 is warmer than column 1. Okay? All right. So let's go through it. This is column 1. Okay? CCA Phoenix. Blessing 3. SoundNote 0 original. Theo Audio, this is bright shit, okay? This is Truthier Hexa, okay? Bright shit, okay? Moondrop Chew 2. Moondrop 2. The what is this? Land 2 reference. And then you've got Tantrum Origin, which is one of the better neutral bright IEMs, and it should be like right here, but I'm just going to put it here for simplicity. And then you got the Tipsy M3, which is a little bit worse than the Tantrum Origin. Okay, so it's not in this column here, okay? It's somewhere... So it's not column 1. Now let's go to column 2. Column 2 is a little bit warmer than column 1. So that's basically the Orchestra Light. This is the Studio 4. This is the Tantrum Fola. This is the Dunu Titan S. This is the Truthier Ola. If you have, it ain't in this column. Okay, so it's somewhere in the warm column here. It's in column 3. Okay, it's in column 3. So it's kind of basically, but to reiterate or explain what column 3 is, this is the DD High Surface, Dunu SA6 Mark II, Zigot Lush, Truthier Pure, RSV Mark 1, Sony IER M9, Duna Kima 2, Dusk, T Pro, Mega 5 EST. I think most people would agree that column 3 is warmer than column 2 and column 1. It is right here. Kind of right here. Now, that doesn't explain anything, so we're going to explain it a little bit further. This is undoubtedly a V-shaped IEM. So let's bring some V-shaped IEMs in here, right? So this is basically, and I'm going to talk subjectively about these and kind of go from there. Like I said, this is the Swan NV. It is a Swan NV with highs that are dipped down. That's exactly what it is. So this sounds way better than the TANGZU Xue 2. This sounds better than the $160 Mies Alba. I'm sorry, I'm not even picking up the right IEM. I don't know where it is anymore, but we'll just use that as a reference, right? Here it is. This is, I would say, better than the Chopin. Okay, this thing is bright as fuck on my ears. This is better than the Kuntin or Kunt, whatever. And then this is. Now, this kind of has the same problem, I would say, oddly enough, and I don't know why, but it has kind of the same problem as the Truthier Nova. The Truthier Nova actually sounds good at regular volume, but when you crank it up, it starts to get really spicy, really fast. And that's what I thought was kind of interesting about this IEM, is that when you check the sibilance scores,
$100, the C214 is the best mic I've ever tested.
And you look at it, it definitely gets pretty spicy. So just keep that in mind that it's a warm tilted IEM. It's kind of like a Swan NV when the highs dip down, but when things get spicy and you crank up the volume, it will get spicy. But overall, it has great male vocals, great female vocals, great bass. Soundstage is a little bit noticeably, I thought it was below average, kind of like the Swan NV, and I am convinced this is a retuned Swan NV.